Regis, we spoke a little bit about Nilson in midweek, and you spoke about his attacking attributes and how good he is 1v1. Just doing a little bit of research on, I can't say I'm an expert on the Belgian league, but looking at his stats, his defensive contributions appear to be very impressive.
Yeah.
Duels, recoveries, tackles. Is that something that when you were going through the footage and assessing the play, it stood out to you as well as his creative capabilities?
It was a point during our conversation in the video call. He played even as a wing-back, left wing-back with Anderlecht, which shows that he has the physical attribute to combine both. Because for a winger, and sometimes it's the case, if they have to defend more, and it's the case in the Premier League, no choices, they can lose their energy to attack. So the balance has to be combined, both phases has to be combined, and I think for him it's the case. He already showed that he is able to defend alone on the sideline because it's tough, and he still keeps his ability to be efficient offensively.
Do you think that's something that maybe Simon struggled with a bit? Because we did see at times he's got real quality in the final third, but maybe how much you ask physically of your wingers as a newly promoted side, maybe it wasn't the best fit for him at the moment.
Yeah, it's possible. It's a good point. When you have to defend an attack, and our wingers are really involved in our defensive system, so they might lack energy to counter-attack, to be efficient, to be clinical, to be creative in the offensive part of their game. So it's a good point. Yeah.
We spoke a bit about Lucio Troida in midweek. In your conversations with him, do you get the sense that maybe he's a little bit frustrated? Because it's an interesting one. He's played a lot of football. He's a very important member of the squad. Obviously, he's played in various positions, but maybe from his perspective, there might be a bit of frustration that he's not got a settled position in the side.
Yeah, it's a good point. I think his main strength is versatility, and probably in that industry, the most usual pathway is to stay in one position. So, and I think we have to value his versatility, and because it's his strength. And for him, it's a complex situation because he's really useful for the squad. Often the 11th game time for 10 positions on the pitch, but it's still the 11th, which is really good in the Premier League. And the ambition to be a starter is normal for a footballer. The World Cup with this future in his mind is really important as well. So many things are combined, and I can add the complexity of the transfer window with many rumors, many opportunities. But facts are facts. It's just the end of the process. Do you want to sign or not? And it wasn't so clear finally.
Do you think there's still a chance that you'll be able to sign him permanently in the summer? Or do you think with the situation as it is, maybe it will be difficult with his lack of sort of regular starts?
I don't know. To be fair, I don't know. I really appreciate his profile, the person as well. He's a good teammate in the dressing room. And Trey, for example, Trey is our captain, right back, left back, centre back, right winger, midfielder. So the versatility in the modern football is key. Probably you can't have 6 or 7 players like that, but at least 2 or 3 are really important. And I think Lucha is this kind of player.
You can just ask Regis as well. Luciano wasn't on the bench on Monday night. It appears that he's left the club. Are you able to just explain what the situation there is and why he's kind of left quite soon after obviously arriving in the summer?
Yes. First of all, I appreciate it to work with him as a person and as a professional. We decided to stop the collaboration because we didn't find the right fit in our current staff. So staff is always evolutive. So like players, we have young members of staff. Some of them can step up, some of them can just stay at the same level, and our structure is really dynamic. So for Luciano it wasn't easy to find the right position, and rather than forcing things, we decided together that it was better to stop there.
you tend to hire staff that you haven't worked with before, and I guess the positive of that is it can bring you ideas, and what I guess is a risk sometimes that you don't exactly know if it's going to work out.
Yeah. So even if we stopped there, it helped the coaching staff. It's really obvious. But after that, you have to feel good in your daily dynamic, and it wasn't the case for both sides. So I repeat, rather than forcing things, it's better to stop. And we wish him the best. I think he's a good professional, so he will succeed elsewhere.
And you're happy with the coaching staff for the time being?
Yeah, absolutely happy.
Notice Jermaine Talby scored his third goal. On two of his goals have come away from home against two of the big teams. Is he going to get another one to follow up his goal against Chelsea in Liverpool?
I would like. I would like. Yes, I really appreciated not only the goal was important, but he tried something difficult. And I think for our wingers, for our offensive players, it's very important to feel this options to take risks, even from outside of the box. And so we try now to improve this output in the offensive third. It's not the easiest part of the pitch, because the defense is really strong, really compact, and if you make mistake, you might face a counter-attack. So it's important to give freedom, to give license to take risks, and I think this part is getting better. Is it for our crosses or our shots outside from the box? And it's a good example from Shamsin.
He does seem to be playing with more confidence now.
Yeah, absolutely.
So. And just generally, the fact that although he's credited with one goal, but he scored two. But I mean, all three of your goals the other night came from midfield, and that's important for you because you've always asked for goals from midfield.
Yeah, absolutely. Habib is a new signing, almost a new signing, and he will give us something different. I think when we built the squad in the summer, we tried to bring physicality in the squad, but also personality. And I think Habib is this kind of player which is really competitive. He wants to win everything. He can get emotional, but those emotions are so important in this kind of games. So it will help the squad. Yeah.